Well, hello. I just realised I knocked off the chroma key on this one, but we just thought that one there. It should be nice. No, got the sorry, bit of audio feedback there. Okay. So, oh look, where are we going? We are going into 7 views already. That's crazy. Hello, everyone. Bear with me. I'm just getting set up. Behind me, you should be able to see something. Very, very short. The upscaler. Remember how the heck I'm doing this. Filters, edit filters, add filter, and chroma key, color key in this, I'm sorry. Okay, let's try that. Oh no, I want to cancel that. Yeah. We'll remove that. Oh, I did that wrong. Sorry, guys, I'm coffee distracted right now, so let's try going to this one instead. And then if we go into filters, edit filters, now we should have in here. Oh, it's cell shade. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I like that. Heat map. Wow. Okay, no. Flashback. That's kind of cool, but no. Well, okay. What do you want? We wanted let's set that way. That was cool. So I think we got color key. Yeah, let's do a color key. Color key sounds good. If we just add that, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I do need to sort of add the similarity and I like the smoothness. I think we are good to go, guys. We are live. We're live. I'm just going to do a little audio check there with me because every time I don't do this, you can guarantee something is messed up. So bear with me. Test race 1, 2, 3. Are we receiving? Great, I think we're live, guys. Hello, Matthew. How you doing? Thank you. I'm good, thank you. Sorry about the extended setup. I wasn't going to do a stream today, and I decided last minute, actually, do you know what? I fancy it, so let's do that. I'm good. I'm actually in the middle of doing pre-intense rebuild as the White Lotus. Actually, all in Blender, which is it's intense. It's really intense. It's been a ride, though. I've learned so much. I'm sort of at a bit of an impasse now, deciding whether or not I actually want to bother texturing the place, whilst like Horizon Worlds has really opened up in the last sort of month or so, where now it's after all the creators sat round so saying, hey, we can't work with our own textures or our own geometry and import it into Horizons. Horizons have flipped the script and they've gone, what? And here you go. That's what we can do. And so we're all off building in Blender now. He's here on custom textures and geometry, and it's been crazy, man. It's been absolutely crazy. Like, the amount we've learned in that time is like phenomenal. It's been kind of stressful. It's stress that we put on ourselves, of course, but you know, we all want to get good at this stuff real quick, and of course, a lot of the sort of like the real sort of expert world builders. And they've been at this a long time. You know, you look at other platforms, they've got about 7 to 8 years lead time on sort of this sort of tech, which is fantastic, and so the creators with it. I think this is going to draw a lot of interested creators across, because like, honestly, with Meta's funding, this platform is not to be sneezed at. I don't care what you think. I don't care what anyone thinks. There is massive investment in this platform, so like, I think a lot of people will be starting to spread their time between various places. So I'm certainly building boating banter in Horizon Worlds, but people keep pointing out that this has got 4 eyes, and I'm like, yeah, never heard that before. I need to fix the picture really, but this is the same mural I used on the world in banter as well. Although my UV mapping's not going so well on this, so I may have to just come back and redo that bit, but I'm trying not to get too torn up. But bear with me a sec, I'm just going to change my virtual screen there, because something seems a bit bright. I'm not enjoying that. So, 2 seconds. Close that. I need to bring on a new display. Yeah, that's better. I'm getting better brightness there. Okay, let's just swap my screens around. Wonderful. Okay, that's good. You may see. Just a quick time to adjust. Sorry, guys. I'm back. Yeah, hey Marcus, how you doing? So I'm just going to kick that. There we go. Bring myself back. Cool. He's nailed then. You've seen this multitasking feature on the Quest 3. That's been around a few whiles. Also, I've got a hot chocolate, a massive amount of Baileys in it. I do love Baileys. Baileys and hot chocolate is the best. Well, it's probably not the healthiest thing to be drinking, but hey, it's Sunday, why not? Let's go wild. Let's go wild. Yeah. So this is obviously Blender behind me, and I've been dumbing down the texture work on the walls. Actually, there's a really faint marble on here, and I keep dumbing and dumbing and dumbing it because I've kind of realised I actually want too much texture yet. Oh, and have I frozen? I'm running a virtual machine at the moment, which might be causing me some frame rate issues. Oh, hang on. Bear with me. Let's program and kill machine. Yeah, okay. I need to power off that machine. Yeah, I was trying to run a virtual machine in here so I can get the Nano Excel camera going, but on the same laptop I'm sort of running out of machines to use, to be honest. Yeah. But, oh, by the way, guys, if anyone is not following me on Twitch, I would really appreciate your support. I'm 3-Eyed Tiger VR on Twitch. I would like to sort of engage more of the Twitch crowd, to be honest. But it's, I think Twitch is quite impenetrable. I don't think there's an easy route on there to really get noticed. Every time I look, I see disproportion. I see sort of like streamers who are playing sort of the same old shit, and they've got like 1 million people watching them, and I'm like, wow, okay, I guess they're popular games, but yeah, I look at sort of a lot of really great streamers started up and they're sort of like, they're stuck in the sub 100 sort of realm, and I just find that like it's indicative of society, really. It's without going too deeply into the philosophies of sort of populism. I'm sure there's a reason people watch Keeping Up with the Kardashian, but it's not for me. Yeah. God, that's a good hot chocolate, man. Something about Irish cream and hot chocolate. Great. The lower. Yeah, Kickout Find is probably an easier market to penetrate than Twitch. I don't think Twitch has got. I don't think Kick's got the same following as Twitch, to be honest. Not yet. Anyway, sorry, without much further ado, so I was going to start doing some very basic drinks bowls today just to decorate the back shelf. And trying to replicate the ones that are in the Lotus right now. So again, nothing too fancy right now. Nothing too fancy. But I made a proportion object in here earlier, which if I come into templates up here, I've got everything quite neatly organized. I've got a sort of a bottle template just here. So what I'm tempted to do is zoom in just a bit on this. Oh, I thought I was doing that. This won't. What we're gonna do, it's a bar bottle template. So that's about the right width and the right height that I want. I can go a little bit over, I'm sure, but these are gonna be static bottles, okay, non-interactive. But I may make some actually pick upable just for theatrics. I quite like when I run the bar, and this seems to land quite well. You basically give the impression that there's a lot of bottles behind you, but then when people sort of come up and they say, hey, pull your drinks, you just sort of reach behind you and you pull a random bottle off the shelf, and of course that's a fully network synced object that they can see moving around in your hand, and that's part of the sort of the illusion of the whole VR bar. You can't set every bottle to grabbable, that would eat your network sync allowance. But no one needs to know. Right, no one needs to know. So anyway, without much further ado, let's get on with it. So the first thing I would do is I'm going to creep it. I'm going to leave that temple there, template even, and I'm going to create a new subgroup here. And this is going to be, because it's going to go into probably the non-static collection afterwards, but just for ease of use, I'm going to create a new collection. So not duplicate collection, new collection. I'm going to call it bottles. Okay. And oh, who's sending me messages? My Instagram is lighting up. Who is this? Today's actually the first day I'm not really bothering to stream to Instagram, so I'm streaming to everywhere else, not Instagram. I find that setting up the Instagram stream is a bit of a pig. I gotta keep copying and pasting things back and forth, and it's been yes. Instagram, so look, it's done. Oh, there you go. Yeah, and then that's cool. Sorry about that. I'm back. So, we're gonna. Hey, Sir Lords, you're. So actually, I need to get the user count in YouTube. I never like ignoring a channel because the moment you do, people sort of feel a bit betrayed. I find this when I'm standing around in sort of in bars, that people will come into these bars. You know, everyone's looking for a billy company on DL. That's something I've sort of worked out, and I think that people will come up to you. If you do not acknowledge them within about 15 seconds, they'll leave, which I always find kind of interesting. So the problem is I'm often working and sometimes I'm not responding to my headset, so I might be standing there and I do my best to say hello to people. Like, I think good manners go a long way, and I think it being amicable and welcoming is something that I think a lot of people come onto VR in social context because they're after some company. They just want to chinwag to someone. They want to sort of tell them about their day. They want to sort of, you know. I think people like to be acknowledged promptly, which is difficult. Obviously, I'm doing this because I enjoy it, not because I'm paid. And I do enjoy talking to people. I really like learning about people from all over the world. But it is something I've noticed from turning loads of people. They disappear and they move on to the next place. It's almost like it's like a machine-like need for sort of someone to pay attention to, which is it's fine. It's fine. I think the difference between me and other people is I'm never looking for people to speak to. I know that sounds really stupid, but I'm fine by myself. Like, I'll stream online because here's the secret sauce. I want you. Hey, okay. Fuck, the tone movies. But I'm fine by myself. I grew up in my own company. I'm quite used to it, and to be honest, I'm always doing something. So I never really need someone to talk to. Never have. That's fine. It's just the way I am. But I love talking to people simultaneously. It's just not something I've ever secret. Quick shots of the who on the YouTube side, and I didn't actually stream to Instagram today. I find setting up the Instagram stream is like such a battle because you gotta paste string keys back and forth every time, and it's like, I know it's minimal effort, but it's getting bored. It's taking 15 minutes to set up a stream every time. Hi Anthony, how you doing? You right? And Abby, hi Abby Cervantes. I used to have a player on Guild Wars called Cervantes, and he was a pirate. He's a male pirate of all things. Cervantes. My other character was an illusionist. Yeah, I used to love playing I forgot what they called them now. They were the illusionists on Guild Wars. They were probably my favourite class just because they disrupted battlefields just by all kinds of crap. I forget what they call them. Does anyone remember? Like, if anyone played Guild Wars 2, they were in Guild Wars 1 as well, but I can't remember what the hell they were called. High enough Guild Wars. And I sat doing some Guild Wars streams actually, because Guild Wars 2 is still going strong. And I haven't played it in 5 years. I used to love playing with sort of a friend. Yeah. So I used to lose days to it. And the dogs used to have to sit in the background while we were like, no, hang on, we'll feed you in 10 minutes. Stop begging. Who was that? Yeah, let's Guild Wars. I don't know, Guild Wars seems active. They're still doing expansion packs for it. One that I never really got into, though, was Elder Scrolls Online. Which is weird, because I love Elder Scrolls. Like, proper OG sort of, Morrowind fan. And then obviously when Oblivion came out, I was super into that for like, oh god, I used to play Oblivion like overnight. I'd be sort of in an IRC chat window. God, that was a while ago. So I was chatting to people while I was just sort of playing Morrowind. Just lose like entire nights to it, like especially the weekend, because obviously no work to get up to back then. Yeah, so fun. Anywho, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the 3 cursor to here. So I'm going to say, I see, Shift S is a good shortcut for that. So if we go in here, we can say cursor to active, that then moves to cursor just here. And I'm actually going to move this bottle result. Actually, no, I'm going to keep that there. But if I do a Shift A, I can say, yes, bring me in a mesh. And that mesh is going to be a cylinder. And it's huge, of course, so I shrink that down. Something I've started doing in Horizon World, like Tom gave me an ace tip for sort of assembling your worlds all as one and then splitting them up, but it was to do with applying the applying the scale is always a good idea, but it was to do with applying the location always to the world center. So when you load it up, it always lines in, but for some reason it wasn't working for me. So what I started doing is using bounding boxes instead, because when you line meshes up, Elder Scrolls Online, like they take everything. Yeah, honestly, Matthew, I 100% agree with that. But the Elder Scrolls Online had the same looks, but the mechanics were so different, and they hadn't to do it. I was always worried about, hi Sweet Valley, I was always worried about how they were going to make Elder Scrolls. The point with Elder Scrolls, and I remember reading some stuff like Richard Garriott from the Ultima series. One of his earliest memories when he was doing the Ultimate series back in the sort of, I think late 80s or early 90s, is he was playing a game on like an 8-bit computer and someone said, hey, go climb that tree. And he said, I can't climb the tree. And they said, why not? Because it's just a sprite. It's basically a block I can't pass through. It's not an actual tree, it's a thing. And so Richard Garriott basically went, right, well, when he sort of got into game development, game design, he was like, the point with the Ultimate series is I want to make games where you can climb that damn tree. You can take that piece of bread and throw it in an oven. You can lie in that bed. These are the thank you very much, Sweet Valley. But yeah, Richard Garriott was, he's one of my all-time sort of heroes. Certainly, I spent a lot of time listening to him when I was sort of younger. It's time because I think that the way his mind works formed a lot of this sort of the open world sandboxes that you sort of see now, and I think, yeah, the guy's a genius. Unfortunately, Ultima 9, which is a game that I played to death. Oh, thank you very much, Sassy. The Ultima 9, I played the hell out of Ultima 9, but it was broken. It was completely broken. It was a game that was so ambitious for its age. Bear in mind, this was before before the Elder Scrolls went like down the Morrowind route. But I suspect that Ultima Ascension was probably somewhat of an inspiration for things like Morrowind and similar games that went on past that. I also really like the Gothic series. I don't know if did you guys ever play the Gothic series? Thank you very much, Sassy. The Gothic series by Piranha Bytes, I think it was, a German company. They did something really weird when they also focused on like just ridiculous amounts of detail in their games, and it wasn't missed. It wasn't missed. It was all there. You could see it. I was always amazed that like I think it was what they did a spin-off series like Count on Emblem. I cannot remember what it's called. But yeah, if you get into a fight with a guard or something like that in a little settlement, the guard knocks you out. You don't die, you just wake up in a jail cell, and I quite liked that. That was just a really big, and also you had a lot of stuff that you still sort of taken off you. That very sort of Elder Scrolls mechanic, but I think that kind of mechanic didn't come into Elder Scrolls until I want to say it was Oblivion that introduced the jail mechanic. So if you sort of was it Skyrim? I'm struggling. I can't remember what it was. It's the one that they throw you in jail rather than you just die. But I think being able to the one I like in Piranha Bytes games is that you could sit down at campfires and actually like combine ingredients and make different dishes, and that was something I hadn't really seen in the game up till then. So they don't get me wrong, but I'm saying like World of Warcraft had some features like that. I did play World of Warcraft for a very obsessive sort of half year, but I've never gone back to it since. Actually, I lie, I went back to it once. I didn't stay there. But yeah, no, the Elder Scrolls games in terms of the exploration, the amount of side quests, the amount of sort of openness that they give you. It's like a lot of people complain about Elder Scrolls games using, quite an old sort of engine, but much like Fallout, the amount of stuff they cram into it. But I just wonder if we've reached some sort of critical mass now, because obviously how long till the next Elder Scrolls game? It's a very, very long time. I think when they're saying it'll probably be like 2029. Like, Skyrim came out in 2011, like what the hell? That's a very long time, and I think all these open world games are just getting longer and longer to develop. I don't know how Ubisoft do it, to be honest, because they are coming out with a lot of open world games that are actually pretty expansive, not maybe quite as sort of huge as these other games, but still very, very big in their own right. I think Ubisoft tend to focus on quite repetitive mechanics. I think maybe that's how they do it. Well, that's it. I do like the repetition in Ubisoft games. I think that the way they do that, like, you take Ghost Recon. Now, Ghost Recon takes a bit to get into, but once you get into it, it's like, okay, I actually like the repetition. That's a solid mechanic. They've actually done well there, and like Far Cry is another example, and the Assassin's Creed games. I got a bit bored of the Viking one. I need to go back and play that. I'm thinking maybe Christmas I'll play some of the Viking one. So I was very excited about that. I bought the special edition. I'm like, sort of, hello, picking the messages. How you doing? And yeah, I sort of picked it up and started playing it, but something just didn't bring me back to it. But Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I was obsessed with. Like, that, as you know, I'm obsessed with Greek stuff, classical Greek stuff, right? So Assassin's Creed Odyssey, for me, that was like, oh baby, I can't get enough of this. I'm literally getting to explore like a micro version of Greece and go around all the major cities and see all the sort of the structures and the sculptures and the landscapes, and they just did such an incredible job with Odyssey that I don't think, for me, obviously that's a subjective, but for me they couldn't have topped that. And some in the Viking with Black Flag, yes, Black Flag was good. Again, I went through a bit of a pirate phase too, so I do have an interest in that. Yeah, I think the new mechanics came in with the Egyptian one, Origins, and they fundamentally changed the game from being like what Assassin's Creed was into like some new generation thing. I'm not sure how well that went down, but honestly, if you were going to make a perfect game for me, aside from Elder Scrolls, because that's too easy, it would probably be Assassin's Creed Odyssey, because that was a phenomenal game. Glad to catch the stream. I know, I wasn't gonna do a stream, but so I've got a bit of time. And I've just put out an announcement now on Instagram that I'm only actually opening the White Lotus for an hour and a half every day, and to be honest, tonight I haven't bothered. I don't know if you're seeing it, but Horizons is very low on numbers right now. Very low on numbers right now. It was decreasing through November, but right now it's very low numbers, and I think certainly for the UK crowd, I think there's a lot of people whose power has been knocked out this weekend because of the gigantic red walling storm that hit the UK in the last 48 hours. I think it's knocked out a lot of power, potentially a lot of internet connections, and people are just very busy. But I think on top of that, I think Horizons needs to look at other platforms. I think it's evolving very, very quickly right now, but I'm starting to dip off to banter, to be honest, with my crowd. Because we can go over to banter and we can just do loads more things over there. Whereas with Horizons, okay, sure, there's a lot of games that are sort of aimed at kids, but really in terms of adult spaces, we're going back into a consolidation Lexus again, which is quite sad to see. I know, without mentioning names, like last year, it felt like there were small communities, and then basically Horizons was gearing its algorithms to direct people to selected experiences, and I don't think that worked at all. I think what it did was it pushed hundreds of people into, let's say, one place, and everyone else just didn't get featured. So speaking to people about like 3 weeks after their first VR experience, they were like, I didn't even know there were other worlds on this platform. I'm like, just that conversation over and over. It's just like people were being guided by the algorithm to always go into one adult space, and I hope that's not happening again. I really hope that's not happening again, because I think diversity in these things is strength. You need to have lots of communities and spread people out so they find their place, not sardine cam everyone into one place because everyone has a bad time. If you force everyone into the same space, there's arguments, there's trolling, there's you name it. So I think I say this to people with full meaning: support small communities, go and spend time in small communities, build them up, make them count. Honestly, like I say, I'm taking a little break to build up this next one, but the Lotus has always been a small community. I know there are others out there, and every time I look through my menu, I see Horizons showing me 1 or 2 places, and I'm like, no, that's not right. There's some kind of neutrality break going on here, and I don't like it. But that said, that little places can do more to promote themselves. But honestly, the other thing you can do is just not go to big places. They've got enough people in there that they're already sort of going to reach some kind of critical mass. And I do hope it gets a good experience. Soph, how you doing? Being close. Yeah, so Soph, I've just put out an announcement, Soph, in terms of Lotus for the time being. I'm basically shortening the hours to about 1.5 hours every night. So from 10 through to 11:30, I will endeavour to be there. But I need to get the time back to work on the new Lotus. This week is the one that matters. So I've got a bit of a crunch in my hands. But on top of that, so in all honesty, I've been standing around in these places. I stood around the Lotus for 1 hour tonight, and no one joined. I stood around in the Fox and Hound and Fright for 2 hours. No one joined. Something's going on. It's knee users are not being pushed into places, I fear. Oh shit, Sophie, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh dear. Oh no. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, Soph. I obviously won't ask you how you're feeling, because that's yeah, okay, we'll have a catch up another night, tomorrow night if you're around. Yeah, okay, alright. Just keep safe, keep people around you, okay? Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not good. We'll have a proper chin wag. We'll get some people together tomorrow, okay? Yeah, that's always tough to hear. Yeah, dare I say it's your God, I've gone heavy. It's something that I fear. Now I know will happen to us all one day, and I'm so sorry it's hit you at this time. It's always a rough one just before Christmas. Yeah. We'll have a proper catch-up back tomorrow, Sophie, and you probably don't want to air it all out in public, but Cool. Yeah, absolutely. No, keep busy. Keep busy is definitely the best thing you can do. For anyone going to a shit time, I mean, deal with it in your own way. But if anyone else by advice, just keep going. You'll deal with it in your own time. There's no right way to process that. But if you don't, yeah, just keep busy. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely it's something that I think about in my own life as well. That's gonna happen at some point. But I don't know how. I don't know how I'm gonna handle it. You've got lots of people around you who'll support you at this time as well. Count me among them. Yeah. She picked this Jax have a show tonight. I've completely forgotten it was Sunday. I'm getting awful complacent with my busy head. So I swear a lot of people thinking I'm not supporting them anymore. No, it's not. I'm just super busy and I'm just forgetting everything. Ooh, hi Leah, how you doing? Wow, okay, I got about 40 minutes before I have to go to bed, so wow. Well, I tell you what, my brain's absolutely shagged now. Right, Nash, we're gonna go. I need to keep these fairly no poly, okay? Okay. So, to adjust that, I'm going to take the vertices down from 32 to probably something like 12. I'm going to see how that looks. Yeah, do you know what? That's fine. It just keeps the objects low poly, and I'm a big fan of low poly, as you know, because I just think like these things have got to run on VR headsets. They're not the next Crisis. It's to run. Does it run Crisis? Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna scale that inwards and then G and Z that back 10 again. So once I create about 3 templates of bottles, that's gonna be good enough for the go live, dudes. It's good enough for the go live because currently I'm trying to match what the Lotus is, and I might introduce a few more textures. But to be honest, the mural texture looks alright. That looks quite nice. I don't mind that at all. And then I've got the front mural, which again I don't know if this is. I kind of don't want to make the Lotus about me, to be honest. You know, it's. I've got a lot to do. I need to start making a to-do list. Actually, I'm always terrible at making to-do lists, but I've got obviously the interior to finish off. The idea is once we. Oh, she cancelled it. Okay, I saw I didn't see anything on Instagram. I'm a bit slack these days because I've spent so long head down for this week. Okay, that's good. And I like Gen X's support to the end. It's strong interview. What are the best in the mess of this? Boo. No, this one's actually got quite a fun metallic thing where you can't see it in here. but the way the background reacts to light is very different to the foreground, and it's quite an exciting little thing. But that's it. I do want to mix this up. I've got plans. This is going to be not a video screen, because obviously we can't do videos in Horizons, and like sort of Banter, where actually if you go into the White Lotus in Banter, does have a big video screen in it. In fact, this entire sort of blocky wall is like a projected video, and then all the booths have individual video players. So if you haven't been into Banter and you believe in the metaverse, yeah, get over to Banter. That is going to be huge. Tell you my word, in about a year, maybe a year and a half, Banter's going to be huge. Get in early. So, yeah. It's good to have a presence over there, but I've sort of shelved the White Lotus project over there for a second in terms of building, because I need to focus on Horizon Worlds. I focused on Banter for months building that place, and it's done to a level I'm happy to just let it float and use it. But in terms of building, hi Sean. But in terms of sort of developing it, I've got to get the Horizons one done, and to be honest, if the Horizon one exceeds the simplicity of the Banter one, I will probably take the same build I use in Horizons and move that over to Banter. But right now they're the same shape, but they're slightly different dimensions and very different looks. The Banter one is far more curvy and shiny, and it's got like little glowy elements and stuff, and I really like that. That works very well, but my skills are not there on the Horizons front, so I need to work at that. I need to work at that obsessively until I get it. But yeah, so just those. The floor in here is different colour, so I'm gonna just sort of like come in here a set, and if we can, let's just what's an ice biter? There he is. Okay. So if we flick across to here, I've got backface culling on. I should be able to select the floor in here. But we need to be on the Anna's faces. That's fine. So. What? What's this coming in here? Silly Billy. Right, let's just bump onto here. Is it not selectable? Oh no, it's not. Madness. Absolute madness. Okay, if we select that, edit that, how about that? Oh, okay, now please. So select that one more time. Oh, I can see the dots now. I couldn't see them. Okay, that's gonna help. Select the dots and you can actually select things meaningfully. Right, so I want to not run as the warm marble. I want to add the third complete transparent. That's lovely. I want to add the black granite in there. So if I assign that, if I flick back to this, the texture view, I should be able to see the door. And yeah, I can see it's actually applied that. But what's left is these bits here, which I need to also assign black granite to. And there we go. We've now fixed the flooring. I don't know if I can swirl in there. Oh, no, it's not quite not letting me. There you go. I actually see the floors in there now. That's perfect. Okay. Right. Who's still with me, guys? Wave your hand if you're still there. Okay. So okay, to sit with this hot chocolate. But it's hot chocolate with Bailey's Irish cream, which I gotta be honest, right? Delicious. but pip, right? Ooh, sorry about that. I had to lift my visor to drink that. Okay. And we're back. Hi Ash, how you doing? I have to resist the urge to try and make this look more fancy by beveling edges, because when I say beveling edges, look, you can do all kinds of fancy shit in here which makes the place look like amazing. Like for example, I could, if I come down to the bar, how can I take the bar? Yes, if I just zoom down here, right? So whilst we sort of deal with straight up geometry, if I flip back in a material mode and turn off see-through, if I just jump into here, you can actually see if I could select the edge here, right? So to make sure I've really got one edge selected. Yeah. And then what I can do is I can do all kinds of crazy nonsense like this. Ready? So if I do F3, I'll type in oops, bevel, oops, bevel edges. Here we go. Okay. Look. So now not that impressive, but watch this. So you actually make a nice, sexy curved edge on here. The problem is, once you do that, you're kind of locked in. You've basically made your geometry really complex. And that could be a bit of a problem. So keep your geometry simple. They call it grey boxing. You've probably come across it before. But yeah, if you do that, you can come back and sex it up afterwards, and that's always a kick, you know. Just give it some kicks. Right, I'll give you another demo here. So, for example, if I bevel an edge here, this would be a better example for bevel edges, right? So, oh no, it's not a better example at all because I've screwed up the geometry of itself. I need to fix that. Okay, but in essence, you can create some nice curvy edges, and they do look amazing. Yeah, I need to fix that at some point. Oops, my bad. Great. Hi, Abba, how you doing? What are we looking at? Oh, 5 minutes to bedtime. Oh shit, I still haven't actually done a single wall in here, so I got distracted in conversation. Silly me. Let's jump up here. So we have ourselves a sort of a bottly bottle. So I'm gonna work out how I'm gonna make this sort of more like a bottle. Yeah. So we're going here, right? And then I select face. I'm gonna say, well, I know the cursor's in the middle, that's very important to this next step. So if I say extrude up, okay, scale it just a little, okay, and extrude up, and scale it just a little more, okay, extrude up, you get it, scaling just a little more, okay, and then we probably at this point, I think we're good to just extrude up, and then we extrude up just a little, okay, just a little, and then we scale out, and I'm actually going to pull that down a bit, so G and Z, oh, too fast, and then we extrude that upwards, okay, to right there, we have ourselves a fancy bottle. This is probably a bit too fancy actually. I think perhaps I need to scale it inwards, so if I loop select on the faces, and if I pull that inwards just a smidge, there we go, that's created a better sort of bottle. But probably the next thing I need to do as well, I'm going to turn on a slightly different mode here and use the forward slash to basically jump in, and that forward slash removes everything around it because it's kind of on top of a shelf. But what I need to do is extrude downwards, okay, and I'm just going to scale it. Oh, hang on, stop there, sir. You're going too far, I don't like it. There you go. So if I just pull that into here, and then I can, I think insert face, yeah? Because then what I can do is I can insert face one more time, and I can make that very nice. But that, because bottles tend to indent at the bottom, don't they? Now you can see that's quite blocky, which is good. So for a renderer, a game renderer, it's going to quite like that object because it's so blocky. But what we can do now is if I just hit tab, select all, and I do F3, and I say smooth shading. So smooth shading tells the renderer, hey you, I need you to do this smooth. So here we go, shade smooth. And if we come out, yeah. So for a game object, that's okay. For a game object that runs in a VR headset, and there are many of them, that's okay. I can deal with that. Yeah, I quite like that. Now we're going to do materials. So I think what I'm going to do, I wish I had some basic ones to be honest, like just simple basic colours. But anyway, I'm going to add a colour. And that colour is going to be probably a nip to be honest. And I've got to remember, I actually made a video earlier guys, and it was on Saturday I posted it. It's called Advanced Materials in Horizon CMI. If you haven't seen it, it took a minute time to put together, I gotta be honest, because I've got all the examples of all the things you can do in it. But if you've ever wondered about these materials, how to make them look really sort of nice, and not have to buy any expensive software, so I'm really particular, right? Even though, yeah, okay, I do have Adobe Substance Designer. Yes, I'm guilty of giving Adobe money. Yeah. I could do videos on that, and that might appeal to people who are paying subscriptions and selling kidneys to Adobe. But I like to just show people, hey, you don't need to. You don't need to. These things can improve your workflow if you can afford the tools. But to be honest, you don't need them. They're not a necessity. They just make your life a little bit easier, but require a bit more learning. But honestly, with a good layer-based paint package, you can pull off a lot of shit on your own, and no one ever tells you this stuff. So this is why I want to tell you it. This is why I'm making these videos, is because I want to show you don't need to sell kidneys to Adobe. You know, it is all possible. So I'd actually going to refer back to that video now because I can't remember. What the heck? Where's it go? It's called. Oh, this is the one. Yeah, so I'm going to make sure that's muted. Yeah, that's muted. So I'm going to skip to. I need to put an index in this so I can easily skip between. So being here, we've got not single texture PBR. That there is also on the HCP. There's an actual guide to it. Yeah, Blender3d Horizon Worlds creates this for advanced custom model import CMI materials. That's the one. And in here I'm looking for, and I actually made a world inside Horizon World, so everything that I do in here you can actually see how it looks when it's uploaded with some light flicking across it, which should be pretty useful to people, to be honest. So unlit blend materials. Now, for unlit blend, if you want unlit blend, I think, well, actually it's certainly unlit is valid. We could call them unlit blend, I guess. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So, I would call this wine bottle, and then the texture is going to be called oh yeah, that is it. Underscore. Is it just blend? Yeah. Blend. Underscore. And I'm gonna call it like neon. Well, green bottle. Not that. Actually, I'm being done here. I could use Vertex. Use Vertex painting in this. From what I need it for. Does Vertex painting support transparency? I'm not sure it does. Cool as it did. Don't think it does. With unlit blend materials, if I just sort of pull open I can't believe the browser window to show you, unfortunately. High wing shots, anyway. So it's a material name underscore BA, so we're gonna call this green bottle blend. I'm gonna create a yellow watch that's gonna be called like bottle top. Or do I do it as a do I do it as like corked? Do you have like cork in the top? That'd be quite fun. No, let's have actual bottle top, see? So need another texture, no, this is gonna be called like new black top. I might just bring that back to the metal. So I need to get past alpha and transparency. And here there is preparing for upload young me death. Seal texture PBR and seal texture metal PBR. So it uses underscore metal. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. Hello everyone. Hi, creepy super. How you doing? Hi, Steve. Okay. Okay. So black top underscore black. Oh shit! Sorry, just in a video of Mr. Press Space on the wrong screen. So a capital letter. Pursue on that. Hi, Margot. So the base colour on a black top metal is actually going to be, well, black. And the metallic's going to be kind of shiny, so I'll put that up to about 0.5. And I'm really going to just do a little loop select on there. Oh, hello. Oh, chair. I'm probably going to leave that a second. I'm not going to do this bit as well. So I'm going to apply that. So black top metal aside should give us our base color black. If I just go back to material preview, yeah, you can see that's worked. But if I actually gone back here, there's a little feature up here to say select invert selection. Now I can say green bottle. Now it's not actually green yet, so I'm going to change it to green. Let's call it bright green. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I was playing banter earlier, guys, and I noticed the selfie cam is now in there. They stealth-released the selfie cam. I'm loving it. That's cool. It's in your menu. You can just go in and click the menu button, and then it allows you to just fly around. And I was doing a stream earlier. Check my live streams on YouTube. I was doing a stream earlier in the banter hot tub, and there was actually a little flying camera doing the recording, which was amazing. I love that. That's so good. Like, to the banter team, thank you whoever developed that. That's super cool. I would like also a selfie cam that can sort of sit in my hand as I grab it and walk around with it. But that is a good thing. Like, even Horizons doesn't have that. I think it make it automatically follow targets. I'm not sure if it can, but if it could, that would be neat. Though I do want sort of control of breadth. And I think if I'm in VR, I'd quite like to reach out and actually just, grab that camera and just pull it around me like you could do in Horizons. I think that's a killer trick. Like, even the drone cam in Horizons is just amazing. So roughness needs to be 0. I need it to be fully shiny. We could see that bottle is now hella shiny. Look at that. There's some shine. That won't reflect through to Horizon World Cup. Not that level of shine. You won't see this sort of like reflection that pulling on here. That's not supported in highs at this time at least. But what we can do, I should have just noticed I didn't say a bit wrong here. I've treated the bottle. Yeah, I've treated the bottle as being the actual liquid. That's not what I intended. Oh shit, I'm 6 minutes of my bedtime. Okay. Let's just take the base colour. Let's get a little crazy here, okay? So what we need to do is say new. And I'm gonna say this is gonna be called bottle glass, okay? I'm changing its name. And I'll sort out the textures tomorrow. It's a bit too late for all that crap. And I'm going to call it like green liquid. I'm going to keep it as a blend up there. But the liquid I'm going to leave as opaque. So I'm going to do that. But I do want it to be unlit. That's very important. So if I just go back to my YouTube tutorial, and I need to find, what was it? It's unlit. It's not put spout. It's barely wrong, isn't it? Full texture PBR and net materials. So it's going to be called underscore unlit. For green liquid, underscore unlit. Now with the bottle glass, that does need to be transparent. So I'm going to dip the alpha in that, okay? But that won't affect Horizons. It's just for me. And the base colour needs to be, well, something like a white. What I'm going to do here, so I'm going to select, yeah, what I'm going to do is try and get, it's too mess, okay? And then we say, good, okay, then we invert, so we say select. We select invert, okay? And then what we do is we shift these, duplicate. And then what we're going to do is we're going to switch back to this mode stack, which this one looks better for me. And then I'm going to scale it inwards, okay? So go like about that far. I think that's probably about as far as I need to go. Anything else that should make it see-through, to be honest. You want to invert things if you want the right thing to do. Hi Martin3, how you doing? see, go back to here. Do I actually get to see if I go green, liquid, unlit? I'm going to say in here, okay, and I'm going to set the emissive, I think, to, well, green. Weapons could go down, I guess. But, yeah, okay. Smooth, that's it. That, I'd imagine, once I've got some transparency rock in there. Oh yeah, I need to apply that. I'm sorry, that's my fault. Go up here. Sign. Perfect. That's it. She assigned to owner. I need to select or linked. Select linked based upon I don't know, material. Sure. Win. Okay. And then if I size that in inward, so again, perfect. Sizing from the center. Might work, so I may have to like pull this bit down. Oh no, I might have to just sort of pull these bits down. So if we say no, tongue it, man, tongue. That's okay. That's okay. This stuff I do need to now. Don't that piss me off. All right, oh, okay, you can actually start to see it a little bit. That's fine. So now if I go back to like bottle glass blend and I change the alpha to be less, you could actually start to see that come through now. Great. So I do want it very bright. So let's turn the alpha right here. Now we've got ourselves a nice little bot with some remake, but it's not perfect, guys. But I really would like to select that thing in the middle. I'm such a dead stick sometimes. So the like, wait now. Can we select things? No. I would love. If I select one of these, does that work? Oh. If I just come down here. There we go. I've got the innard selected there. I forgot what else should I do there. Yeah, control select linked. I'm gonna just separate this out for a sec actually, because this is kind of annoying me. So if I separate out, I've now got my green ball on the outside. So what that should allow me to do if I come out here, click on that, is I can actually extend. No, I can actually extend just this. Yeah, perfect. So if I go back to edge select, right, I'll just select X on that. Just select that, and I can see G and Z down, so we sort of come a little bit more proportionally down, and this bit up here I can sort of G and Z and drop that. Oh no. Oh, did I mess that up as well? Let's turn on see-through. That's gonna stir fry G and Z down. Okay. And then if I G and Z there. Wonderful. Mischief Buzz. Hi Charlie Will, how you doing? So what I need to do now is just make a face out of this. There we go, so we've now got a face on the liquid. So if I jump out of this, you can see we've got our green fluid inside nice in the bottle. And what I'll do is I'll just duplicate this and give it, you know, different coloured liquids, and that'll be one bottle type. That'll suit our purposes quite nicely. Yeah, and I've got to do a lot of these little details throughout this week, ready for this weekend's launch, you think? But we'll get there, guys. We'll get there. Oh, that's a nice colour. We'll go with some really interesting variations. I kind of want to. If I want to do this in vertex colouring, like using oh, but if we can do a vertex colouring actually. But if I. What happens if I vertex paint it? Let's find out. This is what happens, because you can tell horizons. Yeah, I'm not going to give you an image, mate. I'm just gonna vertex paint. So what happens if I do that? Anything? Let's see. That was useless. But maybe I'm in the wrong mode. Oh, I was. Look. So that's fine. If I come over to texture preview, I can actually paint with different colours. But I can actually, I can create nice swirly colours here. That's fun. Cool. And of course, you know, if I can come up with lots of different variations there, that's Vertex colour is fine. I can use that. Cool. I think you can do lots of interesting kinds of drinks by just using vertex painting and being a little bit free with it. You won't actually see how this looks in Horizon until it's imported. It'll look very vivid. The shininess that you see on the mirror is kind of distracting, but yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to finish the stream. But thank you so much, everyone, for stopping by. Greatly appreciated. Quickly jump back. Yeah, check all the chats. Yeah, no one came by on Twitch. Surprise, surprise. Hey, if you're ever thinking of starting a streaming career, don't do it on Twitch. I mean that. Like, Twitch just doesn't show any love. It bolsters its already popular. It just gives a middle finger to everyone else, apparently. So, been doing this for like 6 months. Here, board kids, but yeah. TikTok seems to give good love, but you've got to get to 1,000 followers first, and that's tricky. It's tricky, but it can be done in the right way. Thank you to Lulu, actually, who gave me a lot of help with that. Yeah, nothing. I would, if you're gonna start streaming, I would target YouTube. Why do I say that? I think when you finish your streams, YouTube retains them. Twitch doesn't. Twitch says, oh, you've got like 5 days and then we're going to delete them. Just like, thanks, Twitch. Oh, thank you for following. I follow her on Twitch. Oh my god, I just going to follow her on Twitch. Guys, I literally just said about, like, literally no one starts by me on Twitch. I swear the algorithm's just not bothering. But thank you very much. That's really cool. Lisa, thank you followed on Twitch. I know there's a notify on Twitch about it. Cool. Lovely. But I think Kick's another difficult one. I think Kick's on the same plane as Twitch. I would say that Kick is probably more difficult because I don't think its following is as big as Twitch, but its similarities are there. Like, again, you've got some very popular streamers on Kick, and that's what Kick seems to care about. And I think you've got to look at all these different channels and think, right, when I start streaming to any network, how big is it? How oversaturated is it, and what are people watching? Because if they're all just sat down watching the same old bloody Fortnite streams like 3 years later, it's probably not the one for you. But I think it's all down to the algorithm, like the recommendation algorithms. What are they pushing on their front page? Are they showing new creators? And they're giving people a chance, or are they just showing you people who already have like 1 million followers? Because if they're doing that, it's probably not the right platform for you to get started on. Just leave them to it. But growth takes time. Thank you. I'll bear that in mind. But I find that TikTok and YouTube, I tend to get more people stopping by, and I think I'm not sure the exact reasons for that, but I think a lot of it is it's a bit like sort of Horizon Worlds, actually. It's like the algorithm decides which are the popular worlds. This goes back to my rant earlier that I think always support smaller, good communities. Because what I keep seeing around Christmas time, a lot of new users come on and they flock to where the big numbers are, and you end up with sort of worlds with 300 people in them, and it's like, they can't handle that. Can't handle that. That's not a good experience. Yeah, and I can see it happening again this year as well, but again, it's like, I don't know who benefits from that, to be honest. It's not the users. In the amount of adults who came onto the platform last Christmas and left within a week or two because they were all ushered into the same sardine can world and didn't have a good experience. And when I spoke to them sort of weeks later, they were like, yeah, and we thought that was all there was to it. And it's really not. There's so much more, but your main menu is not showing you the spread of different places that you can be. 10-minute follower thingy on Twitch. Couldn't immediately write, oh, okay, thank you. I may reduce that. I sort of had a few flyby comments sort of from people who weren't very well behaved through saying it's like, I haven't really got time to read all that, but I may reduce it if that helps. Yeah. Just find it's a good one to make sure listening to people who are sort of following and commenting are actually here to be productive and useful. Yeah, again, this is not a Fortnite stream. We're building worlds in the metaverse. It's quite too boring for most kids. But heard. Right, guys, I'm actually going to end the stream now, but thank you, everyone. I really have to go to bed. And again, the Lotus, again, please observe there are now different opening times on the Lotus. So instead of UK time, it'll be opening at most days 10 p.m. It'll be closing at 11:30. It's just to give me time to prep the new version. As the new version must happen, and it must happen soon. My attention's already starting to drift, and I'm worried I'll give up on it. I won't give up on it. It needs to happen. Yeah. We've just got the details to go through now. Like I said, I'm working on tiny little wine bottles in the corner. I gotta do the drinks glasses as well. And I think, like I said, I've got to come up with a discrete list of things that I've got to get done before I'm sort of considering it ready to launch. But I wouldn't be surprised if I launch it early. But in what state? I don't know what that means. It's unfinished. It's going out. Hi, sweet birdie. Okay. Right, guys. I'll be doing more streaming this week. I feel a bit bad because on Friday I was like, hey, I'm going to be doing multiple streams over the weekend, but largely what following was just a complete energy dump, and I just haven't had the energy or time to do this. So yeah, stay tuned, I guess. Stay tuned. Right, I'm signing off. Thank you. Thank you once and all, and goodbye, Blender. We'll do more of this tomorrow. I'm gonna do some, if you guys are into programming, actually, I am doing some TypeScripting, which will be very fun. I'm just trying to get the setup right for that, because there's a few foibles with getting that set up, but I've been doing some, but I need to write a lot of scripts this week in a language that I haven't really worked in before. It's going very, very well, but I need to show you what I'm doing. But I like to test scripts as they go along. I need to get that firing up as a team. So is all this streaming nonsense as well, which is yeah, it's we'll get there. Right, okay. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much. Coded. Let's say coded. And thank you very much, Sweet Valley, Charlie, Will, Steve. Thank you. I'm looking around. I'm not streaming to Instagram this evening, so yeah, good night. I may not stream to Instagram from this point forward, apart from on very sort of rare occasions, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, right, closing the stream. Thank you. Sorry, I can waffle forever, as you know. Cute bird, you need sleep. Thank you.